1. At the time of the breakout of the Revolution at Lexington and Concord, only 1/3 of the colonists wanted independence. Another third wanted to stay British, and the other third didn't care what happened. On June 7, 1776, Richard Henry Lee of Virginia presented a resolution saying that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states. On June 11, 1776, a committee of 5 was picked to draft the Declaration. Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Roger Sherman, and Robert Livingston were named first. John Adams suggested that Thomas Jefferson join them, if they needed a Virginian on the committee. And also Adams thought Jefferson was a much better writer. Many of the ideas of the Declaration of Independence were borrowed from writers of the Enlightenment and tweaked somewhat. A resolution of independence was approved on July 2, 1776. John Adams thought we would celebrate that date forever. It was 2 days later, on July 4th, that Congress officially approved the Declaration. That is the date we celebrate as America's birthday. The first public reading of the Declaration was on July 8th, and most delegates signed on August 2nd. John Hancock's signature is the biggest on the Declaration of Independence. It is said that he did that so that King George could read his signature without his spectacles. There were a number of revisions when the Declaration of Independence was drafted, and there was one big deletion. In the long list of charges against King George III, Jefferson had included the idea that King George was responsible for the slave trade. This was untrue, and a number of the southern colonies would have rejected it if it had been included. The reference was cut out before it was sent to the printer. America was founded on the principle of freedom and equality for everyone. But at some point, it was considered legal for one person to own another person. This is a question we can still ask today. Bye.